Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to use Reason's chords and scales player along with their dual arpeggio player inside of Studio One, so you can use both of those tools to control any synth that you want to inside of your DAW. Alright, let's get started. Here we are in Studio One. We're going to go over here to the instrument browser, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull in a Reason Rack plugin. I'll load that into the track view, and what we're going to do is go to Devices, Players, and then we're going to scroll down here to Scales and Chords. Double click that, and for the time being, go ahead and close off on that. And then pull up whatever synth you want. I'm going to use the Anna 2 by Sonic Academy. Once I get that loaded in, the first thing you're going to want to do is select a patch that you like the sound of. Now you're going to want to make sure that you're feeding the information from Reason into the Anna 2 synth or whatever synth you're using, so it knows what to be playing. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the Anna 2 instance above Reason. That just makes a little bit more sense to me. And in the Anna 2 instance here, I'm going to go down to All Inputs, and I'm going to choose Reason Rack Plugin. Now that's going to send information from this player into the Anna 2, and so it then plays the result of what you're doing in the Reason Rack plugin. So if I come down here, open this up. Now one thing that I want to point out before we keep going forward is that you need to make sure that you've got both of these monitoring and that you have that monitoring enacted, and then you can go back here, and what you're going to see now when I play my MIDI controller, one button on my MIDI controller, it's now playing chords from the Scale and Chords player within Reason. Now, I do have some different options here. Beautiful. These are just presets that come along with that. Now, you'll notice that no arpeggio there, obviously. That's going to be what we're going to be doing next. But within the Scales and Chords player within Reason, you can see you've got some different options. You can change scales here. Just click on that, move it around, whatever you want, majors, minors, whatever. You can decide how many notes you want in that. You can do inversions, which is pretty cool. And then you can also add 11ths. If you want to add color to it, you can change octaves, inversions here, pretty cool. Some different options. So we got that now. That's feeding into our Anna 2 synth. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the dual arpeggio from Reason as well. So if you go over to Scales and Chords here, right click on that, you're going to go down to Player Devices, Dual Arpeggio, and that's going to open up the dual arpeggio. And when we press a button on our MIDI controller now, okay, same thing here in this tool. You can go here, open up a number of presets. What I'm going to do though for the sake of this tutorial is right click on that, and I'm going to go down and reset the device. Now that opens it up to just a basic arpeggiator. Now inside of the dual arpeggio here, you've got some different options. You can set up steps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's drag that out to 8. Patterns. You can draw patterns in here if you want. Kind of fun. Make it whatever you want. Yeah, that sounds cool. Now, the cool thing with the dual arpeggio from Reason is that you got 2 arpeggios, as the name implies. And a lot of times what I like to do is use the first one as sort of my melodic, top part of a song or a melody, and then use the second one as kind of a driving, droning bass note that carries underneath the top part of that arpeggio. So listen to this. Let's open up these steps. I'm going to drag this over to like 8. And patterns, I'm going to set it at the lowest note here, and I'm not going to do chords with that. Let's see here. Okay, and oh, the other thing you can do on here is some velocities, which is really cool. give that a little bit more musicality. And notice I'm just doing that randomly. And actually, I'm going to drag this out to 12. Okay, let's listen to that. Okay. So just like any other arpeggiator here, this is pretty easy here. You've got rates. You can change this way too fast, or you can go a lot slower. For the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to leave it at 1/16. You can choose the octaves that you go through. I'm just going to stay with one, kind of like it a little bit more mellow. You can change your direction, up and down, or random. You can change your gate length. You can transpose. You can shift steps wherever you want that arpeggio to start. Whatever you want to do, the choices are infinite. I think we got a good setup here though. Okay, now we've got that set up. We've got everything routed. Now the next thing that we need to do is record this. So if we go back to our Anna 2 instance on our track view here, I want to make sure that my Anna 2 is armed. I'm going to go back here. Let's make sure we have a click. Okay, there we go. And let's go ahead and lay this down. Okay, and let's quantize that. Let's clean it up. Go back here. We're going to set a loop region there. And let's take a listen. Okay, there we go. We got it. Let's just throw a drum loop in here. Let's see what we got. Let's don't even sample it. Let's don't even audition it. Let's just go for it. Yes. All right, now we're cooking. This is just such a cool tool, and again, it's something that you can use in Reason. You can use the chords and scales. You can use the dual arpeggio in Reason independently. This is something that I like to incorporate into my workflow inside of Studio One, because then I like to be able to use some of the other features. And something that I might do in this instance is I might go in and add automation for, I don't know, a cutoff here. Like, let me just add an envelope here and show you what this could look like. See, it's going right back to that macro number 1 cutoff filter. Okay, right on, guys. I really hope that helps somebody out there. This is one of my go-to tools that I really enjoy using, so take it and run with it. Make sure you like and subscribe if this content helps you. Like I said, I'm just getting this channel started, so thanks again for spending your time with me. Until next time.